What's up, everybody? I'm comedian Michael Halcom, and this is the Messed Up to Setups podcast. Back in the house with me today, comedian Andy Beningo.
Hey,
He's on his farmland out in the middle of Michigan, and he's here with us bringing some wisdom. Today, he's going to bring a premise, and we're going to make some jokes on the spot. So stick around.
It's all messed up, yeah. Everything's messed up. We're going from this mess up to the next setup. Everything seems so messed up, but it's just our setup.
What's up, everybody? Comedian Michael Halcom here with comedian Andy Beningo. Andy, welcome back, man. It's good to have you.
hey, man, this is awesome. Thanks so much for having me be part of this. This is always cool, man. Always
Yeah,
fun
dude.
chatting with comics and people that are interested in comedy.
Yeah, dude. Is it weird, other than like the weather, to come off of a cruise ship for a few days and just back onto land? Like, you doing that pretty often, or is it just like,
Yeah,
like,
my equilibrium's all messed
yeah,
up, man, from all the waves and stuff.
yeah,
I get land sickness. No, truthfully, I've done so many of them. It's really, I look forward to getting home, but
yeah,
it's always nice being in your home, just your
yeah,
house, man. You got your TV, your chair, your cats are running around, and it's always good getting back. But it more than anything, it's just exhausting. I don't know if I'm just
yeah,
getting old, but a lot of the travel, just the flights and to and from, that kind of gets exhausting. But I love it, man. Like I said, it's part of the job, and
yeah.
it's fun getting to see parts of the world, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, why don't you, in this one, we just have you bring a premise or an idea or something, and we see if we can work on it together. I'll type some. I like typing what people say so I can look at it and see it. But yeah, what do you want to share with us, man?
All right, man. So I got two things that I saw recently that I thought, man, this could probably be a bit. And like I said, usually what I do is I see something and I kind of just make a little bit of a note,
Right?
and then I let it sit for a little while, and then I come back to it, and it's still funny to me. I go, oh, let's try that. So here's the one that I saw the other day, and I got excited about this because I saw that Pierce Brosnan is talking about trying to do another James Bond movie. Did you hear that?
Didn't hear that. Wow.
He said he wants to do another James Bond movie, but he wants to do it as a retired James Bond. And
Okay.
I thought that's going to be the worst 2-hour movie ever. A retired James Bond. It's just him eating dinner at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
He applies to be a Walmart greeter. He's just got the vest on. But he's still got to do the James Bond thing. So when they walk in, he's like, "Welcome to Walmart." It's just such a ridiculous. That's something I was thinking about the other day. I just thought that was kind of
Wow,
a
I
funny
love it,
idea.
dude. Welcome to Walmart. That's
It's so
funny.
silly, yeah.
So Genesis, like, where did the thought come from? Like, just seeing the headline or what?
So I saw the headline. They're looking for a new James Bond, and then it's just always funny because the old actors always have to be in the spotlight as well. So he's kind of like, "I'm James Bond. I want to do another one." And then when he actually said, "I want to be a retired James Bond," that's where the first thought kind of popped in. I went, "Okay, that would be a boring movie, right?" Like just him being retired. He's doing his taxes or something.
He's
So then as a comedian, you start thinking
yeah,
about the other side. Like, well, what do retired people do, right? So my dad is retired now.
yeah.
So I go, well, what does my dad do? So then you just kind of start thinking about funny things that a retired person would
Oh,
do.
nice.
So then when you kind of cross over, it's James Bond, like I said, eating at 4:30 in the afternoon or whatever in a tuxedo or whatever. So I think, it's fun to kind of come up with the idea, and then it's just a matter of taking it on stage and running it, 500 times, because, there's going to be little moments that work, little things that work, but the whole idea is to get the whole bit to work. So that's where the importance of getting stage time is just trying
Yeah.
all those different lines.
Some ideas for maybe some tags there, like he
Yeah.
chases a villain for 30 seconds, then needs a nap. Um or the car chase. This is what the car chase is, him doing 45 and a 55.
There you go. He's in one of those
He's going
retired
10 below,
scooters. He's just going down.
10 below the speed limit. He
He's got his
or he's
knuckles on
like
the steering wheel. I can't see. Yeah.
he he's he's got the villain held up at gunpoint, and he's like, you're never gonna get away with this. What's your name?
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. There you go. See, we're doing comedy right now, man. This is all it is. Just throwing ideas out, having fun, buddy.
He's got a password to save the world, but he can't remember it. Uh,
Yeah.
I love the eating dinner at 4:30. The Walmart greeter, dude. That's sweet. I love that.
Yeah, and like I said, you just try to think of things that retired people do, and you just slide it in. And I
Uh,
just thought that was a fun bit. I got a couple of theater shows this weekend that I was planning on throwing that out on stage. Haven't done it on stage yet because, like I said, it's all notes. It's
right.
part of the fun is you're excited about it, and then you go out and you do it, and you flub a couple of lines. But by the time you run it about a month or so, you start getting the handle of it, and that's how bits are made,
Yeah.
right there.
There's a scene of him coming out of his house, looking like a tough guy, but just to yell at the kids in the yard on his lawn. Man, the martini's been stirred with
Yeah,
prune,
that's
with
right.
prune juice.
That's funny.
uh,
That's funny.
yeah, I love that. So that's a good bit. I don't know. Those are some possible potential tags, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the best part, man. Usually comics are hanging out at some like Buffalo Wild Wings or some diner after the show, right? That's all we do, man. Just throw out ideas and you collect about 30 of them or whatever, take them on stage and find out 4 of them work, right? That's
right,
usually what
exactly.
happens. But that's how you build it, a couple jokes at a time. But I love it, man. It's such a fun process.
Yes. You had another one. What's the other one?
I have another one that I'm working on about my wife's cat. My wife just got a cat, and I think the premise is I think she likes the cat more than me now because she refers to it as her baby. It's like this white fluffy ragdoll cat, and I'm in
Okay.
I'm in the other room. I'm in the living room. I'm on the computer, and I hear my wife go, "You're so cute." And I turn around, and I go, "Oh, thanks." She goes, "I was talking to the cat." so so you go, "Oh, okay." And then the cat doesn't like me. It's always like hissing at me and knocking water down and blaming it on me and stuff. So there's something there with the cat that it just struck me as funny that she said that. Like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the cat.
Yes, that's great. And then the cat ends up sort of having a vendetta against
Yeah.
you.
He's always you wake up and his face is right in front of yours at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's just staring at you.
To the that's a good line about yeah, the cat. You're cute, and no, I was talking to the cat.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's another thing. Comedy is just based in real life, man. I mean, that actually happened, and I went, "That's funny. I got to try to work that in." And like I said, sometimes they work on stage. Sometimes it takes a little while. I think talking to a friend of mine, they were saying that Chris Rock was working on some bit for over like 5 years or something.
wow. Yeah.
And he's like one of the greatest stand-ups that ever lived. So
Right.
I'm like, all right, if it takes him 5 years, it takes you a little bit longer. You're right at where you should be.
Right. Right. I think.
So many guys get discouraged, I feel like, you know what I mean? If it doesn't come out right away,
Yeah.
you go, "Oh, I'll just throw it on the counter and not do that bit." But it's like you got to just, like I said, I have a rule of about 20 times. I run it about 20 times, and if it's not improving after 20 times, you just throw it back in the notebook. But every now and then you start thinking of something else, like
Yeah.
something will happen with a cat and I go, "Oh, I have a bit about that." And then you try to
Right.
merge it together. And there's been jokes that I wrote like 10 years ago that I had no idea where to put in my act or where it belonged. And then all of a sudden, you think of something else and you go, "Oh, now it's a chunk," and so it's like puzzle pieces, you're just
Right.
piecing all the puzzles together. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if good comedians tend to train their brains like toward active noticing, right? With picking up on everything. And yeah, that's happened so many times. Something, wrote long ago finally like circles back because something happened today. And
Yep.
now it
Yep.
finally clicks, right?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like the idea of the cat here, dude, having a vendetta against you. And uh it like you mentioned it was like in your face, but it'll like
Yeah.
stare at
Yeah.
you across the room like it's planning something, you know.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I had some other notes and I can't find them right now. It must be in my other notebook, but I had some other little jokes on that. That's the premise is basically like the cat does not like me it'll like, you know what I mean? It'll like hiss at me and I'll yell at it. My wife will be like, "What's wrong? Don't yell at it." And she's petting it. And then it's kind of looking at me like, yeah, so it's like
Uh,
kind of a
it
kind
like
of a fun
looks
idea.
at you. It makes eye contact with you as it knocks your stuff off the table.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. They like clean it up, chubby. He knocks the water over. You know, they're like
It's like
that.
that's what it is. It's like, oh, with cats, it's just like premeditated, dude.
Oh yeah, of course, of course, of course. They've been planning it, man. They've been planning it.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I like that. The cat, the premeditated vendetta.
Yeah.
And then your wife's more in love with the cat at this point. Um, yeah, a mood killer kind of thing. So interesting. Um, that's a true story, like rooted in something that really happened. Yeah.
Well, it's true. The when I was on the computer and she said, "You're so cute." I literally thought she was talking to me, and I turned around. And she was like, "Oh, it's the cat."
That's
And then
great.
you kind of go like, "That's a funny idea," you know, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
relatable on some level, you know. And then you obviously over exaggerate with some of the other stuff, and
Yes.
again, that's just
You're
how bits
you're like,
are
"Babe, I
going. So
can't handle this cat anymore. I'm allergic." She's like, "I guess
yeah,
you should sleep in the guest room
yeah,
from now on." Uh,
that's right.
this stupid little animal. The
You
cat
know,
sits in your chair that you were just talking about. You ask it to move, it
oh
just
yeah,
stares at you.
just staring
Uh,
at you. Yep.
your wife's like, "Leave it alone. Leave it alone."
Oh, don't leave him alone. He's so cute. He's so cute. Yeah, do a little callback there or something. But
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I like that. Good stuff, man. Well,
Yeah,
let's
the exciting thing is, you know, after you write it is just it's like taking it to stage, you know.
yeah.
And I don't know if you're like that. How long you been doing stand up for? You
That's
said.
a few years. Yeah. Few
Yeah.
years, yeah.
So are you? I mean, the hardest thing for me is once you're doing comedy and you're kind of in that momentum, you know, where you're kind of like, you know, you're doing all the stuff that you know works already, and you got the crowd kind of
Yeah.
rolling. There's that moment where you kind of go like, should I take a risk and try to slip this in and possibly
Right.
derail the whole thing? But I mean, I think that's the important thing is you slide it in because yeah, one, the audience needs a moment to kind of laugh and catch their
Yeah.
breath. Two, it might surprise you and might work. And then three, you can always go back into the stuff that works. So it's nothing wrong with,
Have you
you know,
ever
trying.
have you ever like I know a lot of like bigger name comedians will do this thing, they'll do their act and then they'll kind of like pause like that. You guys care if I try some new material kind of thing and then pull out the notebook
Hmm.
and it feels really intimate when they
Hmm.
when that kind of thing happens. I was performing last weekend. I was headlining a show in South Carolina and I had
Yeah.
never tried this new, it was like a 4 to 5 minute bit that was really audience um engaging, like audience heavy, like
Yeah.
crowd work
Yeah. Yeah.
really.
Huh?
And I I was about 20 minutes into the show, I think, of an hour long set,
Yep.
and
Yep.
I just I went for it, but I framed
Mhm.
it by saying, "Hey, you guys are a great crowd. You're having lots of fun. You guys want to try this game?" And so I kind of framed it that
Yeah.
way. Let's play.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Yep.
and that seemed to like really set the atmosphere for because I said like this could bomb miserably. Kind of just made a bit joke about it,
Sure. Sure. Sure.
and framed it that way. But it ended up working out really well.
I
Oh,
think when you do it that way, the audience does get excited because then they're kind of like, oh, we're kind of we're kind of the guinea pig here, you
right.
know, and it also kind of softens the blow if you're just doing your act, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, that wasn't too funny, you know,
Right.
they kind of go, ah, that part's not funny, but I think if you tell them like, hey, this is new stuff, they kind of have in their mind like, okay, this is, you know what I mean? It's almost like it's exciting for them, you
Yeah.
know?
They're it's like they're your first, that kind of
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and,
absolutely,
and
absolutely,
so
man.
that I felt like framing it that way went well, but I can't always do that. One, the audience might not be as on as that audience was.
Oh, for sure, yeah, yeah.
Um, and if it's just one short joke, I feel like you gotta do what you were just talking about, like slide the joke in there and you do the crap sandwich technique, right? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Yep, yep. You kill them with stuff up front, and then you can go here in the middle, just play with whatever, and then
Yes.
at the end you can always go back into stuff that works, you know. And then who knows? Like I said, sometimes a lot of times the jokes will hit, so then you're like, all right, it's
Yep.
good all the way through, you know. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you gotta try the new stuff, you know.
Well, you down to try to do some just like on the spot stuff?
Let's try it, man. Let's play. Let's goof off,
I
man.
love
Let's see what
doing this
happens.
with comedians as well. So for those of you who are watching, you're gonna be able to see it. If you're listening, that's cool too. You'll just be able to hear it. If you go to michaelhalcom.live, it's a daily blog. Podcast drops on there twice a week. It's all things comedy. So I blog about comedy pretty much every day, and you can sub to that blog. But if you scroll down on the side, you're gonna see a link or a section that says social. And if you keep scrolling down at the very bottom, you'll see 3 links that say the Joke Writers Lab. The first is just for my online joke writing course, and the second is for the Facebook group. It's a private group. We like workshop jokes and stuff on there sometimes. And then you're free if you're watching or listening to join. The third is what I'm looking for here. The Joke Writers Lab joke writing exercises. This is open and free to everybody. I created this. If you click that, a new page is going to open. And this is really cool. It's just a great resource for writing jokes. So you can click these 15 buttons here, and they're all different kinds of activities. So we have we can do a jokes from headlines activity, or jokes from cliches, or roasting, or lists, or fallacies, or all kinds of different things. So we're gonna play here. I like to do this one, jokes from headlines. And what this does, Andy, is it's a dynamic news prompt generator. I
Oh,
coded
great.
this to where it pulls from a bunch of different live news sources. So all the
Perfect.
headlines we're about to see are live from today, like in the world today from some news source.
Amazing.
And our job, once you click generate prompt, it's going to give us a headline. You can start the timer down here and click start writing challenge. And on this one, you got 5 minutes to write. It doesn't save anything, but you can copy and paste it into a doc. So we'll just bounce back and forth, man, see what we can come up with. So I click generate prompt. And of course, the first thing is going to be about Trump because it always is. All the headlines seem to be about him these days, but Trump says he only appeared to nod off in last cabinet meeting because it was boring. Meanwhile, Biden said, "No, I took a nap on purpose."
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, meanwhile, Biden said, "I fell asleep." Yeah.
I don't even think he fell asleep. I think it was just that McDonald's coma is what it was. He
Right.
just too many Big Macs, just kind of nodded off for a minute, then back up. That's what it was. Yeah.
We'll keep going here. Some of these are just crazy, man. So I just skip
Yeah.
over
A
them.
lot, a lot of murder and a lot of chaos in the news right now.
Yeah, lots of murder for sure. Oh man, it's great. Let's see. Trump's trade policies sort manufacturers into winners and losers. I don't know.
Winners and losers. Winners and losers. Gotta separate them into winners or losers.
Yeah, I love it. Great impression there. Yes.
Then with his whole thing is everybody's in the loser column. I'm the only winner. Everybody else is in the losers.
I'm the only winner. I'm the only winner.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Canada signs auto deal with South Korea, moving further from the US. Yeah. Canada signs auto deal with South Korea, moving further from the US. Now I'm no genius, but I find it odd that just signing a deal can cause an entire country to move further away from the US.
Yeah. Look out your window in Detroit. Canada's moving. You're like, what? Oh, they're got their for sale signs up. We're going to Korea. See you later.
Canada signs auto deal with South Korea.
and for the new people, sometimes the headlines are just sad and depressing. There's no jokes sometimes,
To which Korea really hopes to import bad driving to Canada. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Oh man, some of these are just terrible. My goodness. Here, let's try a different one. I got
Okay.
I like
But
this
a
one.
very useful tool though, man. That's perfect for like monologue jokes and just
Yeah.
people love current stuff. So I mean, even if you use it for a week or two,
Yeah.
good at good stuff.
And here's one of my favorites, dude. So I took a bunch of monologue jokes, a lot from Conan and like some late night talk show. What I did, dude, there's thousands of them. I chopped
That's
off
great.
the punchline and left the setup. So our
Mhm.
job is to just finish the setup with our own punchline. So, for example, tomorrow Justin Bieber turns 18.
So you're just setting up. You're doing the setup.
Yeah, so this is an actual setup that like some Conan or somebody wrote, and I chopped off the punchline. And our task is to come up with a new punchline based on
The new punchline. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the setup because it said I was gonna say Canada signs an auto deal with South Korea. In other news, tomorrow Justin Bieber turns 18. He's Canadian, so there you go.
There you go. Nice.
There you
Great
go, yeah.
connection. Good
Well,
callback
yeah,
there.
try to connect them a little bit.
Yeah, so what was that? Canada signs auto deal with South Korea. Tomorrow, Justin Bieber in related news.
So tomorrow is Justin Bieber turns 18. So what's something Justin Bieber would get for his birthday? You know, he's gonna get another arm sleeve tattoo. He's gonna get another, he's gonna get some more hair gel for that little thing he's got up front. He's gotta be something, right? There's
Yeah.
I think that's where I would go with that joke. What's something funny that Bieber would get for his birthday?
Tomorrow, Justin Bieber turns 18. Only Bieber song. Oh, I know two. Do you know any Bieber? The Go You Can Love Yourself. That's the one I know.
Oh yeah, that's one. Yep. Yeah.
Um,
So there you go. He's turning 18.
And he can go and
And
love himself.
He's gonna love himself. Yeah.
And what's the other one I know is I think it's his. I'm not even sure. Is it baby, baby, baby?
Oh yeah, that's when he was a little kid, right? Wasn't he like 9 when he made that or something? I mean, he was little. Yeah,
Oh,
YouTube sensation, man.
yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see. With Game of Thrones over, now I spend Sunday nights imagining my favorite characters on other shows getting killed.
Makes for a very awkward episode of Muppet Babies.
Yes, very good. Love it, dude. Yes. In related news, I continue watching CNN very much.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. Man, some of these are interesting. On Oprah's final show today, she thanked her fourth grade teacher for believing in her when no one else did. And she said, Miss Smith, please go back to your classroom and look under your chair.
Yeah, right. You got a school. You've got a school. You all get school.
Yes.
That's
Thanked
very
her fourth
funny.
grade teacher for believing in her when nobody else did. And in related news, still no one else does.
No one still believes in her. Yeah, just the fourth grade teacher is still the only one that believes in Oprah.
Yeah, she's still the only one that believes in her.
She's the only one. Yeah.
So these are pretty funny. I like doing these.
These are great.
Yeah. Over the weekend, the creator of Red Bull died at the age of 89.
The good news is he went to heaven because he had wings. Hey.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Hey.
Yes, very good. Let's see. We got a couple more here. Jokes from cliches. So all this is I have like a list of 1,000 or so random cliches, and the idea is to just make a joke based on whatever cliche.
Oh,
So,
whatever pops up. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
so pigeon chested. Things your wife doesn't want to hear you say for 100, Alex.
It's just when I think pigeon chested, I think of that great joke, Ted Alexandro. Are you familiar with a comedian named Ted Alexandro?
No.
He's a great New York comic, and he used to do a joke about going to the gym. And he'd talk about how the guys' heads are always bobbing. He's like, he goes, it looks like giant pigeons walking around. Everybody's just doing that the whole time. And probably didn't do the joke justice, but that just popped into my brain. That just
Nice.
funny.
Well, you have to stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
Stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
You have to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything.
I got nothing on this one, buddy.
Yeah, I'm thinking
You got nothing on these cliches, but this is a great tool, man. This is like you could probably is this how you write then? You just kind of do the, you know what I mean? Like the prompts and stuff or
Yeah, sometimes I'll come to this. I mean, I tend to
yeah,
I have a similar process to you, I think, where I just jot down notes that are in
kind of
my phone.
collecting.
But if
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want I use this mainly if like I'm feeling block or to get like creative juices flowing.
Get something going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is forces me to think outside the box and then I can narrow to whatever I was wanting to. The only thing that comes to mind here is the fallen and I can't get up thing.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, best thing since
Best thing
sliced
since
bread.
sliced bread. Yeah.
um, I don't even know. Best thing since
The
sliced
pigeon
bread.
chested girl is the best. It's terrible. That's terrible.
Best thing since sliced bread. So this is another one. Um, ooh, I like bouncing around here. We have
These are
roasting
great.
too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Man, that's become such a popular thing.
It
I mean, I
has, dude.
remember when I was a kid, there was like maybe, like it's kind of rare to kind of have roasts. And now, I mean, it's like people are so mean-spirited now. Like I can never pull roast jokes off because I'm too nice. It's like people are like, why is he making fun of why is that teddy bear saying those mean things, you know?
Well, this one makes
I
the
actually think I
people
know this guy. Actually,
really.
I think I know this guy.
Yeah, so people get nervous when I pull this one. So I kind of don't do this one a lot with people because they get
Yeah, so then you just sit there and write jokes about that dude, like the
that
practice, is that
person.
kinda
Yeah.
yeah,
Um
nice glasses, yeah,
yeah. What I wish I didn't look like.
yeah, right,
What
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad I don't look like. So
He's there you go.
yeah. So
This is, yeah.
um yeah, that one girl you
I
meet
like
in
the
the
sun hat,
casino.
I like the sun hat,
Yeah.
that's a nice look, that's a nice look there.
That one girl you meet in a casino.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah,
Huh.
those can get pretty, dicey pretty quickly.
Well, I guess the good thing is it kinda forces you like, if that's what your thing is, roasting kinda at
Yeah,
least is it helps the process of it, or it
exactly.
starts helping the muscle of, hey, here's how I start slamming people or whatever. I mean, there's a whole, isn't that what that Kill Tony thing is? It's just
Yes,
basically roast
right.
jokes and stuff, and it's like one of the most popular shows out
Yep.
right now. It's crazy.
So we have, jokes from rhetoric, fallacy, structures. This one's kinda complex, and it takes a little bit longer. It's a crazy headline and logical fallacy generator. I'll explain how this works, and then we can stop after this one. So, this one pulls from, like, crazy news headlines.
Okay, all right.
Like Marty Supreme, I don't even know what that is. Actress quits new film after casting backlash. And then over on the side is going to give you a logical fallacy, so equivocation. And you're supposed to try to use the template down here or the example and make a joke based on the headline using this specific logical fallacy. Um,
Man,
yeah,
this is like doing homework. This
yeah,
is
this
you
is like doing
gotta
homework.
look up some of these words just to figure out how to write the joke.
Yes, this is like doing homework for sure. It's much more sophisticated form of joke writing. We switched the headline here. Polar bears on Norwegian islands fatter and healthier despite ice loss, scientists say. And so you're supposed to use equivocation, and obviously, um, an easy thing here would to be make an ice joke, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the equivocation,
But yeah, so you do like the well, the good news is the ice was in the polar bear's Coca-Cola, like something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Uh,
You kind of compare it
Or,
like that. You
but
could do, or
scientists say not to worry. The ice went to Minnesota for now. It'll be back. Right.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so
Yeah.
and that's the,
This is
equivocate.
great.
Yeah.
This is great, man.
So, and you can do this with rhetorical devices and different joke
Mhm.
structures and all kinds of different things. It's a pretty cool, like I said, these ones are a little more sophisticated forms of joke writing, forcing you to use specific sort of devices and whatnot, like scathus onomaton and all kinds of different things, dude. So it's pretty neat. But yeah, the transferred
Amazing.
epithet. So
These are
woman
great.
woman caught stealing lobsters down her pants.
I wish I would have. I wish I would have paid attention more in in school, man.
But
Lit class. I should have known. Should have paid attention more.
yeah.
This is great though, man. This is unbelievable.
So, anyways,
And you just have this on your website for anybody to use.
yeah, that's on there. Anybody can use
Great.
it.
It's
Um,
incredible, man.
it's
It's
free.
great, bud.
So, but dude, Andy, man, thanks for carving out some time today, dude. It's been really fun.
Well, my pleasure, man. It was fun chatting with you. Always fun throwing around jokes and goofing off, man. So we'll definitely have to do some shows when I'm in Carolina, or like I said, man, let me know when you're up in Michigan. 'Cause
Yeah,
it'd be
we'll
fun
do.
it'd be fun to goof off a little bit, buddy.
Yeah, man, for sure. And we've got connections there in the same area. So yeah, I'll be in
Yeah, man.
touch. And dude, thanks for coming on. I want to point everybody who's watching back to your website too, which is andybeningo.com. You can go check out Andy's website there, see some of his clips and links to watch full specials and things like that. You can see upcoming shows that he's got and keep up with what he's doing. Follow him on socials. Are you on like all the platforms? And I'm assuming, yeah, there they are. down
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
on the
bottom.
Instagram and the Facebook. I never use any of them, but I'm on there, so people can add me on there if they'd like. And yeah, man, it's nothing better than for me. It's nothing better than being live. So come out and see a live show, man.
Right.
It's fun, the energy in the crowd, and nothing better than seeing it live as opposed to a video. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see you at a show, man.
Well, after you've done that, head over to michaelhalcom.live. You can check out the daily comedy blog that I have there. I go deep into comedy and just the psychology of comedy and mental hacks for comedy and all kinds of things. And we have the podcast, the comedy podcast that drops twice a week. And you can sub to this daily blog and the podcast. So doing lots of comedy stuff here, man. So you can get access to the comedy courses on there as well. But yeah, for those of you watching or listening, thanks so much for hanging out. And if you missed part 1, go check that out. That was awesome. But thanks for watching part 2 here. We're going to stop there, my friends, and say we hope that helps. And thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for having me on, man. I really appreciate it. It's fun rapping with you a little bit. And yeah, like I said, man, if you have an idea of when you're in Michigan, shoot me a message and try
Yeah,
to get you on some shows, or at least point you in the direction of some spots and everything. And it's summer's a little bit tough, but
yeah,
there's always stuff popping up. So yeah, it's awesome.
yeah, we'll do.
It's all messed up, yeah. Everything's messed up. We're going from this mess up to the next setup. Everything seems so messed up, but it's just